Rustic woodcraft is one of the most emotionally powerful and financially dependable styles in the world of handmade design. It speaks to something deep inside people, a longing for warmth, authenticity, and the comforting beauty of natural materials. Even as modern design trends rise and fall, the rustic aesthetic remains steady and unwavering. People continue to be drawn to pieces that feel handmade, organic, and full of character. These creations transform homes into inviting spaces that feel personal rather than manufactured, meaningful rather than mass-produced. Rustic woodworking taps into textures, imperfections, and the natural story written into every grain. It takes pieces of wood that other crafts often overlook and turns them into functional art that radiates charm. That charm is the heart of its popularity. Buyers see rustic items not simply as decor but as symbols of nature, memories, nostalgia, and the quiet beauty of simpler living. And because this style is both wide-ranging and timeless, it offers tremendous opportunities for income, whether you're a beginner experimenting with small crafts or a seasoned woodworker building high-demand pieces for a thriving business. What makes rustic craft especially profitable is that it embraces the wood rather than forcing it into perfect forms. The knots, cracks, uneven edges, and raw surfaces become features rather than flaws. This means you can work with more types of wood, more offcuts, and more reclaimed materials, and still produce pieces that buyers love. In fact, many buyers pay extra for the handmade imperfections that define rustic style. It feels authentic in a world full of machine-made sameness. Rustic woodcraft thrives on personality, and personality is priceless. Today's narration explores how rustic style can become a powerful source of steady income. It shows how this aesthetic appeals to a broad market, how it simplifies material sourcing, how it encourages creativity, how it inspires storytelling, and how it transforms simple pieces into desirable, memorable designs. We explore the emotional value rustic wood carries, the practical ways to shape it into charming creations, and the business mindset that turns these crafts into strong sellers. As we journey through this narration, imagine the scent of sawdust, the feel of natural wood beneath your fingers, and the satisfying transformation that happens every time you take a raw board and shape it into something beautiful. Rustic craft is more than a style. It is an experience. It is a story carved into form. It is a bridge between nature and home. And most importantly for woodworkers, it is a reliable path to income because customers adore the warmth, history, and welcoming character that rustic wood brings to their lives. So settle into your workshop in your mind, visualize the glow of warm finishes, picture the textures of reclaimed wooden surfaces, and let this narration guide you into a world where rustic charm becomes both artistic expression and financial opportunity. Today, we discover how rustic woodcraft continues to attract buyers, continues to generate profit, and continues to stand as one of the most irresistible styles in the handmade market. Rustic woodcraft has a special power because it tells a story before a single word is spoken. When someone sees a rustic piece in a home, they immediately sense that it has history. They see the grain patterns that formed naturally over decades. They notice the weathered surfaces that hold quiet memories of time. This emotional impact is part of what makes rustic creations so consistently popular. People love pieces that feel alive, pieces that feel personal, and pieces that carry warmth into their surroundings. The rustic style thrives on the idea that nature should be preserved rather than disguised. A board with an uneven edge becomes a beautiful live-edge shelf. A piece with knots becomes a decorative sign full of natural texture. A slightly cracked section becomes a tray with irresistible charm. Instead of sanding everything into perfect uniformity, rustic craft invites the maker to enhance the wood's natural character. That authenticity is exactly what buyers crave, especially in modern homes filled with manufactured furniture. Rustic items become grounding elements, small reminders of nature and craftsmanship in a world of industrial sameness. One of the strongest advantages of rustic woodcraft is the simplicity of the materials. Instead of searching for flawless wood, you can work with reclaimed boards, salvaged pieces, weathered planks, and even old furniture parts. These materials are often inexpensive or even free, which dramatically increases your profit margin. Buyers love the look of reclaimed wood because it carries visible life within the grain, and they appreciate makers who transform forgotten materials into functional art. This eco-friendly appeal strengthens the emotional connection and adds an extra layer of value to every piece. Rustic craft also thrives in small spaces because the style does not depend on precision machinery. Many rustic designs can be shaped with basic hand tools, a simple saw, and patience. Sanding smoothness becomes optional depending on the look you want to achieve. Sharp edges can stay slightly rough. Surfaces can be kept textured. These qualities make rustic projects efficient to build, even in limited workspaces. The focus is not on perfection but on character, balance, and charm. And charm is something you can create with minimal tools as long as you treat the wood with intention. As you build more rustic pieces, you begin to develop your own signature style. Some makers gravitate toward deep, rich stains. Others prefer the natural color of lightly oiled wood. Some add burned accents for contrast. Others incorporate metal brackets, rope handles, or leather straps to enhance the handmade aesthetic. These stylistic choices help your work stand out in a crowded market. Buyers love when they can recognize a maker's unique look. Rustic craft gives you the freedom to shape your voice through simple, meaningful details that add identity to every creation. The demand for rustic decor remains strong across many types of buyers. Homeowners decorating new spaces want warm natural accents. People adjusting small apartments want compact pieces that feel alive. Families updating older homes want decor that blends modern living with the familiar qualities of natural wood. Cafe owners, boutique shops, and Airbnb hosts often purchase rustic items to create a cozy, inviting atmosphere. Rustic craft sells not just to individuals but also to small businesses looking to enhance the emotional experience of their spaces. What makes rustic craft especially profitable is the wide variety of pieces you can create within the style. You can make decorative items, functional household pieces, small furniture, seasonal decor, and accent items that complete a room. Because the rustic aesthetic embraces simplicity, many of these builds are quick to make and easy to produce in batches. This allows you to maintain inventory without stress and explore new ideas without large investments. The broad range of possibilities makes rustic craft a sustainable business model for makers at any skill level. One of the strongest qualities of rustic pieces is their ability to blend with many decor styles. Even modern minimalistic homes often benefit from one or two rustic elements that add warmth. In farmhouse decor, rustic wood is essential. In bohemian interiors, rustic wood adds grounded texture. In vintage or industrial spaces, rustic surfaces complement metal and fabric beautifully. In traditional homes, rustic accents feel timeless and familiar. This adaptability ensures that rustic woodcraft always finds a place in the market, regardless of shifting trends. Many buyers see rustic items as meaningful gifts. A wooden centerpiece with a natural finish can become a wedding present. A rustic photo frame can mark an anniversary. A handcrafted wooden tray can become a housewarming gift. These emotional associations increase sales because people are often willing to pay more for items that feel personal and heartfelt. By adding small customization options such as wood-burned initials, carved dates, or personalized tones, you elevate your pieces from simple decor to treasured keepsakes. Rustic woodcraft reminds us of the beauty hidden in simplicity, the quiet charm found in natural textures, the warmth carried by handmade surfaces, and the deep satisfaction of shaping wood into something meaningful. These creations bring life into homes while bringing income into your hands. With every rustic piece you build, you're not just crafting decor, you're creating a story, a feeling, and a connection that buyers truly value. We put a lot of effort into creating and compiling this video, so if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. It truly helps us make more content like this and share more inspiring ideas with you. Thank you for watching, and remember, every piece you carve adds beauty to the world, and every sale brings you one step closer to building a life shaped by art and passion.